Okay, soup part 2. This is everything that's going in to the soup. I've got, I told you if you watched the last video before, that I've got my bones and my skin. This has been in, I don't really boil it, but just kind of keep it really warm, and I'm pulling out lots of good stuff from, there's a little bit of a boil going on. I'm trying to pull out a lot of the good nutrients and lipids and proteins and things like that to make a broth. And then what I'll do to this, that's why I've got this bowl out, is that I'll strain out all the bones and any hard pieces or whatever. I'll basically just pour that pot through the strainer, and then all of the broth is going to come out the bottom, and then all of the bones and stuff like that will get caught in the strainer, and then I'll let it cool down and I'll just toss it out. Once I have the leftover stuff, then I'm going to add more water to it. Not a ton more water, about double it. And then I'll add my potatoes first. Again, I like to keep a little bit of the skin on the potatoes because I think that it adds some flavor, and that's where really all the vitamins and stuff are. I already got these basically ready to go. These dark spots are because the oxygen had a reaction with the starches that's in here, and so that's causing that. But I will take a knife and lop off these little bits. I'm going to show you this bit and this little bit here. These are sort of tough parts that I will slice off. Make sure that you get all these bits off. And so the potatoes and the carrots are going to go in first, and that'll go in for about an hour or so before I put anything in, and then the onions and the mushrooms will go in after about an hour. And then the chives or green onions, they're going to go next, probably with these onions too. I'm going to leave these guys out. That's sort of more like a little garnish at the end. It's so pretty, isn't it? Is it so pretty? I love green onions. Just cutting them up is satisfying. So this first, because these are really my hard roots, and then this and this and this will go next. And then I'll let that cook back in this pot for a few hours really, and I'll keep adding water if I need to, if I'm losing too much of it, and then I'm obviously going to spice it, and I'll talk about that later. And this is going to stay out until the very, very end. I won't really put any chicken back in until things are basically done, and then the chicken, and then maybe some noodles or some rice. I think we're going to use some orzo rice. That'll go in again towards the very end, because otherwise, if I threw it in like right away, like with my potatoes and carrots, then it'd get, the texture wouldn't be great. It would almost have like a chalky texture, and it'd break up. It wouldn't taste like meat. It wouldn't have the good texture that we all love for meat. So that's it. That's video 2. Getting prepped. Almost ready to go. The whole house smells like chicken broth.